More at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
What will this economy look like several months out? The V-shape seems to be disappearing, and the question is, how can we get this economy going?
You get the economy going with what we call business investment, which has not happened in 12 years. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. It is amazing how they're treating this. They're treating this crash. I mean, it's ridiculous. It makes no sense. If you go all the way back and take a look in 2008, you get your answers. This crash in no way is being created by this virus. This crash was going to happen anyways. Matter of fact, this crash is just the extension of the 2008 crash that was not completed. Baby Bush, remember, interfered in the free market system. He put in central planning to save the banks. That just stalled the crash. And then they kept propping it up. The economy, the stock market. It was never allowed to finish the rest of the way. Well, now it is. But they're going to do the same thing again. They're going to interfere with central planning. And this is what candidate Trump talked about. You got to let the free market system work. Like he said, everything's phony. The stock market's phony. The unemployment rate's phony. That's what he said. But to understand where we are going, everybody's asked, do you think this is it? You think it's going to go lower? Well, of course it's going to go lower. Because remember, a stock price in 2008 that was at $12, well, let's say $25, went up to $125 for the wrong reasons. The stock was never worth $125. From 2008 to 2020, if that stock went from $25 up to $125, that was a bunch of nonsense. And everybody knows that 25 to 100 a quarter was going up for the wrong reasons. Not because of earnings growth. It was money growth. Stock buyback growth. So now as the market starts going down again, and that stock is at 125 in February, and then the market started to crash, and now that stock is at 85, who's going to buy it? Who's going to buy it? It's inflated. Who's going to buy it? It's not worth 85. It's worth 25. The propping up from 2008 from 25 up to 100 a quarter using stock buybacks. That's the only reason why I got that value off fake. Now they came out and they said, oh, we're going to put together $4 trillion from the Federal Reserve, $2 trillion from Congress, put it together, $6 trillion, and we're going to do a major bailout. We're going to help all the folks. We're going to stop this virus, put all this money towards the virus. We're going to bail out some companies. But the companies this time cannot use any of the money for stock buybacks. Like Trump said, when he did his $1 trillion tax cut in 2017, remember, they weren't supposed to use the money for stock buybacks. It was by word. They didn't put any law in. They didn't put it in the documentation. They had a handshake. 3/4 of the money went to where? Stock buybacks. Stock buybacks. So the problem you have right now, when they announced this incredible, massive bailout, and they're going to have to do another one of $6 trillion right now, they have to double it. When they can't use any of that money to prop up their stocks, why would you buy a stock that you knew it was $25? It went to 100 a quarter, and now 3 weeks later, here's down $85. Would you buy that stock knowing the wall of worry has collapsed? Remember, from 2008, from $25 up to 100 a quarter, or $185. Remember what drove that stock up? The wall of worry. What's the wall of worry? It's having such great confidence that the Federal Reserve will continue to print money and give that money at zero rates to the corporations to buy their own stock back, to keep pushing it up, regardless of how bad the economic news is. No matter how bad. Remember what was happening. Stocks were going up as every quarter of our earnings were going down. I mean, think about that. But the stock market kept going up because that means it was climbing the wall of worry. Everybody was comfortable. It doesn't matter that earnings were going down, that companies weren't making money. The stock market kept going up. That's called financial engineering. That's called central planning. It's central planning that caused that, to cause these stocks to go up when the companies wasn't making money. Think about that. Companies weren't making money. Earnings growth. Earnings is everything. We're going down, but the stock market kept going up. The last 5 years, the stock market went up 50%, but earnings and economic growth were going down 25%. So what do we learn from this? Well, first they tell us we got the big boys are going to come in and bail us out. Oh, boy, do I feel better. Mnuchin is going to bail us out. Powell's going to bail us out. Kudlow, there's the team. Wow. What a team. They're going to bail us out. Not one of them ever even have experience starting a business. Not one has ever met the responsibility of payroll, making payroll. See, these people like Mnuchin and Powell and Kudlow, they go to the Ivy League colleges. They come out of college. They go right to Goldman Sachs. They know nothing. And now they go from there to government, and they're going to tell us how they're going to save the world, the economy, which is a business when they never even opened up a small business on their own. It's a hell of a lot harder to run a business that you're doing maybe $200,000 a year than running GM. It's easier to run GM. It's easier to run Apple than it is some small business that's doing $200,000 a year. Because when you've got a big business, it's like a government. There's always money. You want to do some marketing, you call the marketing people, hey, I need $3 million for marketing. Boop, you get the $3 million. See, small businesses don't work that way. You want to do a marketing program, you got to squeeze, you got to steal money from here, budget it here to do the marketing program. They don't know how to do that. And they're going to save this economy? No, we're in this economy. We're in this mess because the stock market crash of 2008 only was interrupted. This is the finishing of it. So, everyone keeps asking me, what's going to happen? Is the market going to go down? It's going to test the lows. Is the market going to go up? Is the economy going to be okay? Are we going to be in a depression? Well, to understand that, you got to go back to 2008 to figure out what happened, how we got here. Then you can answer that question pretty easily, and you know exactly where that market's going to go. You know right where it's going to go. You know, they're blaming everything on the virus. This is what's amazing me. It's really amazing. Everything now is the virus. They're blaming that all the gains under Trump being wiped out in the last 2 weeks, they're blaming it on the virus. Imagine that. Unbelievable. They're going to be blaming now that the first quarter earnings of 2020 came in at minus 5.2% compared to the first quarter of 2019 that came in plus 3.1%. They're going to blame the virus. You're going to blame the virus for everything. When I come back, I'm going to tell you the truth, and I'm going to tell you what stocks we should be buying.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. The fastest drop in history, 3,000 points in 3 days. Wow, but we are right there with my color-coded chart. How many times did you say, listening to me, boy, he's negative, he's just a grumpy old man? And I kept telling you this would happen. And with my color-coded chart, it worked. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com, where you get the color-coded chart and you get my membership free for 10 days. And the best thing is this, that you can, without any work at all, at 2 o'clock, go to my site. We have a video posted of our portfolio stocks. Just select which one you want to follow. Every day, we tell you exactly what to do based on the color-coded chart. If you just follow those instructions to a T, then you're going to have the highest probability of being successful. Check it out, philsgang.com. Get it free for 10 days, the membership and the color-coded chart. See you on the charts.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. The fastest drop in history, 3,000 points in 3 days. Wow, but we are right there with my color-coded chart. How many times did you say, listening to me, boy, he's negative, he's just a grumpy old man? And I kept telling you this would happen. And with my color-coded chart, it worked. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com, where you get the color-coded chart and you get my membership free for 10 days. And the best thing is this, that you can, without any work at all, at 2 o'clock, go to my site. We have a video posted of our portfolio stocks. Just select which one you want to follow. every day. We tell you exactly what to do based on the color-coded chart. If you just follow those instructions to a T, then you're going to have the highest probability of being successful. Check it out, philsgang.com. Get it free for 10 days, the membership and the color-coded charts. See you on the charts.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So, listen to what they're saying now about, here, listen.
Well, it's hard to give point estimates these days on real GDP or on corporate earnings.
Yeah, really hard to give an estimate on economic growth and corporate earnings because they've been fake since 2008. Let me explain. To understand where we're going, let's go back. In 2008, the stock market crashed. The economy crashed. Now, the first thing they did in 2008, they wanted to get the stock market going back. Why? Well, first of all, the elitists, the 1% and the 100% who control 85% of the stock gains, they lost $5 trillion in equity. They wanted to move the market up. So you got to move stock prices up. You got to move individual companies' stock prices up to get the whole darn economy going up and the market. So how do you do that? How do you get the stock market to go back up? Well, when you have a correction, the first thing you do is you call in the Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve prints money. And when they print that money, they buy 10-year treasuries. Why? Because when they buy 10-year treasuries, the interest rate, what we call yield, goes down. Why is that important? Well, because the interest we pay on our national debt annually, if we can pull that interest rate down, that helps us get out of the crash sooner. But it also does something else. It also brings down the rate of the 30-year fixed mortgage, and you hope that you can get the real estate market going, which is really the basis to our economy, always is real estate. But it does something else too. If you can print all this money and go buy the 10-year treasuries, or any of the treasuries, and drop those yields, it will drop then what they call the short-term interest rate yield. Those are the rates you pay on your car, your student loan, your house improvement loan, your business loan. They'll drop those rates too, taking pressure off, hoping the market goes up. But it does something more than that. By printing the money and getting those rates down, that means the Federal Reserve now can loan money to individual companies for business investment. Because the important thing is to get earnings growth. You got to get earnings growth. Because every quarter, they look at your earnings. And if your earnings are going up, your stock price goes up. So they said, let's print all this money. We'll take also some of it, and we're going to put it into business investment, and we're going to loan it to the companies. Now, the more earnings you have, and let's say a company has 15 million shares, the more earnings you have, that means when the quarter comes, you spread those earnings over your company's 15 million shares, and the more you have earnings, then your earnings will go up and push your stock price up. If your earnings, you don't have enough, then your earnings go down and your stock price goes down. Well, in 2008, when the first quarter was ready to open, they were all scared to death. Nobody had any earnings. So that meant someone's stock that was at $10 was going to go down to $7. Well, they said, let's change this. Here's what we can do. Let's cheat. Because all we care about is getting the stock market back up. So we'll print all this money, and you know what we'll do? We'll not give it to companies for business investment. We'll even print more money, get the interest rates down near zero, and we'll give it to the businesses. Never mind earnings, never mind business investment, never mind getting the earnings up. And remember what's also important is from earnings, you get beautiful growth you get your production goes up. You get productivity, increased productivity. From increased productivity, your workers, their wages go up. So see, there's a lot of benefit when you have business investment, because the more earnings you have, then you get your wages going up. And what's important about wages? Well, from wages, it goes to two places. It goes into consumption. The worker, he'll start consuming if he's got good wages, and that consumption contributes 72% to our economic GDP growth. Every month you hear about GDP growth. Well, if their wages are going up, then money goes into consumption, and then our economy grows. But also, money goes into something else, savings. Why is that important? Because that savings goes into startup companies, which is the most important thing in the United States, because startup companies are the backbone to the United States, because that 80% of our jobs come from small companies. So it's a wonderful thing when the market goes down. You bring the Federal Reserve and you print all that money, you give it to business investment, and then productivity goes up, wages go up, money goes into consumption. That means your economy grows. Money goes into savings. That means you got new companies growing, startups. What a wonderful thing. But they said, no, we're not going to do any of that. We're going to bypass that. We're going to print money, and what we're going to do is we're going to go and reduce the amount of shares each company has. That way, they don't need many earnings. Because remember what I told you. The idea is to put business investment in to get as many earnings as you can, because you got to spread them over your 15 million shares. And if you don't have enough earnings to spread over your 15 million shares, that means your earnings go down, and your profits go down, and your stock price goes down. Well, they didn't want that to happen, so they got clever and said, well, let's print the money. Let's not give it to business investment. Hell with the wages going up. Hell with savings. What we're going to do is get each company to reduce the amount of shares they own. Now they don't have to care about how much earnings they have. They could have hardly any earnings. But because the amount of shares they own are going down, they don't need many earnings, because they can take those lousy earnings, spread them over fewer shares. And guess what? Instead of the stock price going down, it's going to go up. But we'll only do this for 18 months, Bernanke said. 18 months we're going to do it for. Because if you keep doing this, your economy can't grow. How can your economy grow? Because no money is left for consumption. No money is going to be used for business investment. We can't grow new startup businesses. There's no money for that. The only thing that's going to go up is the stock market. We can't do that for more than 18 months, said Bernanke. So what happened next? I'll tell you when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me.
I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you start making money, please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. If you ever said to yourself, you know, I just wish I could find somebody that would just tell me what to do. I don't want to have to go to classes. I don't have to learn anything. I don't have to watch CNBC, Fox. I just want somebody to say, okay, here's the stock. Here's where you get in. Here's where you get out. And I'm always making money, whether the market's going down or the market's going up. But especially with the markets going down. Because the thing I always lose money with is 75% of the time, I just never get out in time. And remember that. 75% of the people never get out in time. When this market collapsed that Monday morning, and then she kept going down, were you out? No, you still were in the stock market. That's the problem. So a lot of people who lost their money in the .com, then they lost their money in the housing con, now they're losing their money in the QE con, they get mad at the stock market. Oh, the stock market's no good. Look at it, crashed on me. Lost everything. In fact, you know, in the last 2 weeks, when the stock market went down, it wiped out all the gains that Trump made since he was president 3 years ago. But people get angry. They say, I didn't get out in time. Nobody told me when to get out because they always tell me how great the economy is, the strongest economy in the world. See, that's the problem. But with me, that's not going to happen. With Phil's gang, my team, that'll never happen to you again. You will be out, just like we had all our members out before this market crashed in that February, that Monday morning. We had everybody out Friday night. And then Monday, when it started to collapse, we had everybody organized, and they were making money on the way down. They could sleep at night. You should be able to, if you're going to be in the stock market, you got to have the ability to make money when it goes down seamlessly. You should be able to switch from where the market goes up to the market's going down, and you make money both ways. And that's what we do here. In the next 10 days, I'm going to prove it. In the next 10 days, I give you my free membership. Next 10 days, I give you my free my color-coded chart. The two of them, that's $59 value. You get it free for 10 days. At the end of the 10 days, I'll prove to you it works. It works. All you have to do at 2 o'clock, we post our stock at 2 o'clock. Our portfolio stocks. Just pick one or two. There's 5 of my favorite. I post those 5 called Phil's 5 stocks. Just follow those for 10 days and do exactly on paper. Don't use any money. Do exactly on paper what we tell you to do. And you're going to say, wow, I wish I did this long time ago. I don't have to go to class. I don't have to do anything. Now, if you want to be an activist investor and take the color-coded chart, build your own portfolios, that's fine. That's fine. You can do that. There's no problem with that. You got access to everything, and you got your chart. But for those who don't want to do that, you just, at 2 o'clock, we post it, follow it. Okay. When I left off before the commercial break, we're talking about, most people don't understand how we got here. And remember, when the stock market crashed in 2008, and it stopped in November, they said, let's move the market back up. And you always move a market back up by moving stocks back up. And you move stocks back up by having the Federal Reserve print money to drop interest rates by buying treasuries, and then take those low interest rates and you give it to the individual companies for business investment, buy new machinery, new equipment. And from that business investment, you get productivity. From productivity increases, wages increase. Wages increase, where's the money go? It goes into consumption, which contributes 72% to our economic GDP growth. You always hear that, GDP growth. The other money goes into savings, and those savings contribute to small startup businesses, which, remember, contribute 80% to our economic growth. 80%, because why? It contributes all the jobs, 80% of the jobs. But what did they do? Bernanke and the boys are under a lot of pressure because the elitists and the 100th or 1 percentile and the top 1%, they lost $5 trillion. And because remember, these boys control 85% of the market, 85% of the gains go to them. They said, wait, that's going to take too long. Screw Main Street. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to print a lot of money. We're going to get those interest rates down. And we're not going to give this companies money for business investment so that their workers' salaries go up. So it goes into consumption, goes into savings, goes into small business. That's going to take too long. So we're going to print that money, and we want the company, let's take Company E, we want him to take that money and reduce his shares. Because now we don't have to worry about earnings. Because the big worry every quarter is that I create enough earnings that when I spread over my 15 million shares, well, I have created enough of them that my earnings are going to go up and push my stock price up. If I didn't create enough earnings, then my earnings are going to go down and my stock price is going to go down. And especially in 2008, after the market crashed in November, the first quarter was coming up, and they were scared to death. Oh my God, my earnings are never going to cover. I don't have enough earnings to spread over my shares. I don't have enough earnings to spread over my 15 million shares. So my earnings are going to go down. My stock price is going to go down again. Oh my God. The Federal Reserve said, don't worry, take the money and just buy your stock down. Just take the amount of shares, you reduce it. So this way, When you got lousy earnings, you're spreading your earnings over fewer shares. And what happens? Your stock doesn't go down. It goes up. Your earnings go up. Oh, wait a minute. That is cheating. Well, no, we'll only do this for 18 months. And Congress said, what do you mean? What are you going to do, Bernick? 18 months? Are you kidding me? This QE and stock buybacks, that's dangerous. Because you're using it to artificially inflate bottom line earnings per share through this. This is accounting trickery to push stock prices higher that shouldn't be going up, to create an illusion that the stock market is reflecting the health of the economy when it doesn't. He said, yes, but we're only going to do it for 18 months. And the Congress said, wait a minute, didn't you do a paper on this? You did a paper on this for Greenspan, for Japan. And it didn't work in Japan for the last 20 years. They still haven't come out of the recession. But we're only going to do it for 18 months. Okay. So they start. This was 2008. They start. 18 months go by. Then all of a sudden, from 2008, they're still doing it at 2012. Wait a minute. So what's growing? Just the stock market. The economy's not going anywhere. Economy's still at 2.9%. But the stock market's almost up 300%. The hell you doing? Well, I'm making everybody rich. I'm making the elitists rich, the top 1 percentile and the 1/100th of 1 percentile who own the Federal Reserve, who control it. And see, that's what happened. But there's a problem to this story. They never grew the economy. They only grew the stock market. And those few people got rich. That's what happened. But now what else happened is because they never grew the economy to 4 to 5%, now all of that borrowing of money, now the household debts were going up. Because remember, the workers, they didn't get any pay raise. So their money wasn't going to savings. So how'd they buy things? Credit cards, everything's credit. Their debt went through the roof. The businesses, the companies, their debt went through the roof. Corporate debt went historically high. Household debt, historic high. Our national debt went historic high. The global debt went historic high. Well, why did our national debt go up historically high? Because, remember, the workers aren't making any more money. If they don't make more money, we don't collect more tax revenue. So finally, 2018 comes back. 2018. The market drops. Boom! 20%. Everybody says, what's going on? What's going on? And I'll explain what's going on. And when I get back, I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen to this market next.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. How many times did you say, boy, he's negative about the stock market. He's just a grumpy old man. Well, it proved out I was correct. Myself and my chart, color-coded chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell. Hey, it's free for 10 days. Check it out. You get the color-coded chart and you get my membership. Both free for 10 days. This time, you're not going to be surprised when the market crashes. You will be positioned perfectly. Check it out, philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. How many times did you say, boy, he's negative about the stock market. He's just a grumpy old man. Well, it proved out I was correct. Myself and my chart, color-coded chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell. Hey, it's free for 10 days. Check it out. You get the color-coded chart and you get my membership. Both free for 10 days. This time, you're not going to be surprised when the market crashes. You will be positioned perfectly. Check it out, philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. The fastest drop in history, 3,000 points in 3 days. Wow, but we are right there with my color-coded chart. How many times did you say, listening to me, boy, he's negative. He's just a grumpy old man. And I kept telling you this would happen. And with my color-coded chart, it worked. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com, where you get the color-coded chart and you get my membership free for 10 days. And the best thing is this, that you can, without any work at all, at 2 o'clock, go to my site. We have a video posted of our portfolio stocks. Just select which one you want to follow. Every day, we tell you exactly what to do based on the color-coded chart. If you just follow those instructions to a T, then you're going to have the highest probability of being successful. Check it out, philsgang.com. Get it free for 10 days, the membership and the color-coded chart. See you on the charts.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026. Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Listen to this.
There's the question as to whether some of the longer-term trends in the economy, such as declining productivity, will be accelerated by this kind of shock. You recall after the great financial crisis when people kept referring to headwinds that was stopping the economy from getting back to pre-crisis trend growth. And after a while, people realized maybe they weren't just headwinds that were going to abate, but that it was an indefinite decrease in growth potential.
Here's what he says in English. I'll give it to you in English. What he's saying is, because there is no money going into business investment, and in 2008, when they ran the stock market back up, remember, the money wasn't going into business investment, none. So that's why the economy couldn't grow. And that's what he's saying right there. He said, this $6 trillion we got, I wonder if it's going to go into business investment, so to increase productivity, to increase wages, to increase savings, to increase spending. Or like the last 12 years, that didn't happen. Money didn't go into business investment. It only went to boost, to keep buying everybody's shares down so they didn't have to make earnings. It was called the era of prosperity. Prosperity without profits, without earnings. So they took the money, instead of putting it into good productivity through buying machinery to get everything working, get the economy back up. No, they said, let's just bypass all that, and we'll just keep reducing the company's share so their earnings can stink and their stock will still go up. It's supposed to be for 18 months, and guess what? It went up 12 years. So let me explain. The stock market crash in 2008 was just interrupted. They never fixed it. See, they should have let the free market system work. Let the stock market keep going down. Take all the bad, weak companies, get rid of them, especially the banks. Let them fail. Let them all go into bankruptcy. That's what we used to do. And then take all that money and put it to the successful companies, successful startups. No, they kept wanting to save the bad companies because they owned them. The elitists owned stock in those bad companies. So they said, let's just take care of the bad companies and we'll just keep propping them up. And we'll keep doing stock buybacks. So the least shares these companies now own, if they drop it from 15 million shares down to 12 million shares, we don't have to worry about earnings because they're not spreading their earnings over a big group of shares. They're spreading over earnings over a small group of shares. That way their stock can't go down, always keep going up. That's called financial engineering. That's what they did. They got rid of capitalism. They got rid of capitalism is what they did. No more capitalism. So the stock market kept going up. The 2008 crash never stopped. It just was abated. And now, as the market kept going up for 12 years, the debt kept soaring. Household debt, everything kept going. Everybody's borrowing and borrowing. And the rich are getting richer and the rich are getting richer. And then they lie to you and they say, oh, there's no more income inequality. Yes, there was. So finally, we had the crash in 2008 and 2018, and they masked that over quickly, go to the Federal Reserve, print money, do the same thing again. Never mind put money in business investment, keep lowering the amount of shares they have. So their lousy earnings, we can move the stock up with lousy earnings. Remember, you always have to move your stock up with great earnings or your price goes down on your stock. So by removing the shares, they could have lousy earnings and still move their price up artificially. It's called a big, fat, ugly bubble. And then the debt was so much, they couldn't hold. In 2018, the market dropped 20%. And they mashed that over quickly again with more stock buybacks. But it couldn't hold. February comes 2 weeks ago. That was the end of it, just like 1929. Nobody knew it collapsed. It's had nothing to do with the virus. But now the virus is going to be blamed for everything. It's going to be blamed for the U.S. net worth being in negative 20 trillion. It's going to be blamed for Congress spending 187 million an hour more than they take in. It's going to be blamed for our savings, the lowest in 10 years. It's going to be blamed for our trucking, the sentiment, lowest in 32 years. It's going to be blamed for our freight shipments, the steepest decline since 2008. It's going to be blamed that our government is negative net worth. It's going to be blamed that the 401ks are getting wiped out. It's all going to be the virus. When it wasn't the virus, it was the continuation of the crash. That's what's happening now. Now, here's the real problem. Who the hell's going to buy their stock? A stock in 2008 was at $25, went up to $125 2 weeks ago. It was all fake. Now the stock went from 125 down to 100. And they get an announcement, this $6 trillion, oh, companies can't use any of it for stock buybacks. Whoa! Who's going to buy a stock? Because they know the stocks that are out there are still overpriced. So a stock that went from 25 to 185 is now 100 and a quarter. Who's going to buy that stock when they know there's no... Remember, this whole market climbed on a wall of worry, meaning they didn't care how bad the news is. It didn't care if it was an atomic bomb hit us. They still buy stocks because the Federal Reserve is always there to make sure they print enough money to give it to a company to reduce their amount of shares they own. So when they have lousy earnings, they spread over lousy earnings, but their stock price will always go up. That's called QE. That's called stock buybacks. And that is so dangerous for a company. So dangerous. So who's going to buy these stocks now? That's why the market is not going up. In other words, when you have a crash, the market usually after about a week goes up about 50% of the crash from everybody who shorted it buy their own shares back to make profits. They got to buy their shares back. They shorted it. And new money starts coming in because they know everybody's going to buy on the pullback. This time we only went up a third of the way. A third of the way. Not half, a third. So that's why the market's having trouble getting a footing. That's why the market's having trouble to blast out, to take off. Every time it drops, every time it tries, it goes right back down to negative. So what do you do? Join my gang, and you don't have to worry about that anymore. All this stuff I'm telling you, you don't even have to know what it is. You don't have to know what I'm talking about. How many times have you said that? I just wish I could get somebody that just tells me when to buy, when to add to my position, and when to sell, and when to run like hell. I don't have to think about it. Well, we give you a video, my team, every day. We post our video at 2 o'clock, especially Phil's 5 stocks. I've been in the same 5 stocks for how many years now? 4 years? Almost 4 years, the same stocks. It's our portfolio stocks. We have 30 of them, but there's 5, the 5 that we've been in for almost 4 years. That's the one we tell you to go after, to watch, to look at, and just follow our instructions of those 5, and you'll make your 10% a year. Now, I can't guarantee that. I can never guarantee that. Okay? I'm not going to, I wish I could, but I can't. It's not how it works. You can't guarantee your best performance. You can't guarantee that. But what we can guarantee is the system works. Our color-coded chart works. And you know what? We're going to give you 10 days on your own to make sure you understand it works. At the end of 10 days, you don't think it works? That's it. At the end of 10 days, it works, you make a decision. Do you want both the color-coded chart and the membership? Or do you want just the membership or just the color-coded chart? Whatever you want. Together, they're $59. You get a $10 discount. If you want one or the other, that's fine. But I want to leave you with this thought. The stock market of 2008, that crash never stopped. It was interrupted with this game playing of stock buybacks. The market shot up, biggest ever, 420%, but the economy never grew. The economy was at 2.9%. The only thing that grew was our debt. The only thing that grew, our national debt, our household debt, our consumer debt. People were out there consuming and all on credit. Because you were lied to. You were told that the stock market reflects the health of the economy, when that's a lie. That's a lie. The stock market does not reflect the health of the economy. But you were told that. You were told that every day by the fake business news network. So you felt comfortable going out being in debt. You felt comfortable spending more money than your income because you kept looking at the stock market. You should have been looking at the growth. There's no growth, the economy. See, the economy reflects the health of the stock market. If the economy's not doing well, who the hell wants to buy stocks? But see, they tricked you. They tricked everybody. But they're going to blame this all on the virus. They should be blaming it on Bernanke. They should blame it on Obama. They should be blaming it on Kudlow. They should be blaming it on the president for doing exactly what he said he wouldn't do. Join my gang right now. It's free for 10 days. At the end of 10 days, you make a decision. Just go to philsgang.com, sign up where it says start here. That's the working investor package. You get it free for 10 days. At the end of 10 days, you can keep the whole package or part of it, whatever you want to do. Just help St. Jude's when you're making money. Okay? And I can't guarantee you anything except a good night's sleep. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to